about hanging around no girls. I want to be around my son. Like, I don't want to be on no blogs and no shit like that. I'm just trying to kick it, but I gotta do shit like this. Now I gotta go to court, do all this extra shit when it ain't even gotta be like that, bro. But today was my last straw. I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all, if y'all was watching me stream yesterday, y'all know I'm like, all right, I wasn't even gonna stream today. I'm like, I ain't streaming today. I'm gonna be with my son. I planned my whole day to be with him. My whole day was around that. And then I get there and I'm kicked out of the crib, can't see him, whatever. Mind you, we have our own lives. Like, she got her own shit going on. I got my own shit going on in terms of who we fuck with. Like, we not together whatsoever. We not boyfriend and girlfriend. So it ain't got nothing to do with the content. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I've been dealing with this forever where I feel like I'm a secondary parent. And I know a lot of dads out there go through this. Some type of something going on in my life. I've been doing really good. I've been keeping my head down, just working, waking up every day, working, dealing with this shit on the same breath. Nobody will really know. And she got this golden image that I've also protected. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to keep doing that because I'm a real. But this shit is foul, bro. Like, if I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son. Plain and simple.
See, here's what a lot of young guys don't understand. When you allow yourself, and they're going to blow some of y'all mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get some beta male Sam and John to talk about this one. You have to learn to keep your emotions at bay. You got guys out here that are working for Satan, telling y'all to embrace being an emotional man and let your feelings and cry all the time and let it be loose and let it out and be feminine and I'm so hurt. Everything hurt. I'm so sad. What about that? Y'all help me, please. They're telling you to do that. Well, this is how you end up being emotionally manipulated by a woman. You live in a society where you can't do that, because women are waiting at every turn to emotionally manipulate you. And not just a woman you're in a relationship with. Your mama will try to emotionally manipulate you, guilt trip you into something based on emotional manipulation. Your siblings, your aunts, hell, even your grandma will try to emotionally manipulate you into something, guilt trip you into something based on her prowess with emotional manipulation. And this is what this woman is doing. She's simply, the number one asset that they have to use as emotional manipulation against you is your child.
Tell us the truth.
If you want to weaponize a child, and then I got to protect myself from that. It's fair for me as a man to protect myself from that. I don't have to be also caught up emotionally where you can use it as a weapon against me. You understand? I have to protect me as a man. God gave me wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, so I don't have to be in that situation. And so shout out to DDG for being able to continue on his grind and stay on his purpose and all of that, even though he's dealing with this foolishness with this broad. And think about how everybody's like, oh, she's so pretty, she's so beautiful, she blah, blah, blah. And then every time something go wrong, they automatically just say, the man must have done something. Yeah, he did something. He put his seed in the wrong broad.
And I wasn't even coming to take him. Like today, I wasn't even going to take him out because he's sick. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to just grab my son and go hang out with him downstairs. Me and her.
Now, I do agree with this, man. You can't expect to go to the woman's house and just hang out. If there was any true emotional attachment, if y'all ain't together, the woman either still love you or she kind of hates you. You can't be expecting to be able to go to that woman's house and just hang out if she don't want you in her house. So this is like, you still want to kind of be able to control the woman's crib, but you really can't control her crib like that. If she don't want you there, then you just got to get your son when your son ain't sick. You just admitted your son ain't sick. That your son was sick, and so you weren't going to take him out. Well, if he's sick, you got to let him stay at home with his mama, dog. You don't have the right to go to that woman's house and be hanging out in her fucking crib. I do agree with that. You don't have the right. If she wants you to leave, dog, you got to leave. You don't have no right to be there. You just got through bragging about how we ain't together. We ain't in no type of relationship. It don't matter what happened. We ain't together. We ain't boyfriend, girlfriend. We ain't nothing. Okay, bro. So you're a visitor at her crib. You don't get to just show up and say, hey, I'm going to come over and hang out downstairs with my kid. You don't get to say that. Because obviously, the woman that linked in with somebody else, once a woman link in with somebody else, all the shit you used to do, you got to stop doing it because the energy has changed. The connection has changed. So that part of crying about not being able to go to the woman's crib and hang out downstairs with your kid, man, that's immature. On that part right there, DDG, I say, man, grow your ass up, man. Except the fact when the relationship changes, then the parameters that govern the interaction changes as well. Y'all don't just break up and shit be the same.
Don't really speak like that. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna take my son, go hang out downstairs, whoop, I'm getting kicked out. No. Because I don't get the chance to be a dad when I want to be a dad. Like, you think I don't give a fuck about hanging around those girls. I want to be around my son. You feel me? But since I can't be around my son, I'm obviously going to work. I'm not finna sit in the crib, look at the wall and cry about this shit, you know? I'm going to go work. So it's like every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over or whatever. I never get him dropped off. I always go pick him up. I live far as shit. So I'm driving hours to go get him, and then I get there and I can't get him. Or I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that.
Bro, that's what happened when you and a woman ain't together no more. If you want visitation, bro, you gotta go to court. It's not wise to think that a woman is just gonna, especially when it's the type of breakup where y'all don't get along and all that. You know what I'm saying, bro? I can literally just get my son whenever I want to. I can literally I just go pick him up. I ain't got to say nothing. I just pick him up from school. I pick him up from school and he just come hang out. He stay at the crib with me for some days or whatever. I can do whatever I want. I can put him in the car with me and we go on a road trip. So I don't have these issues, but the reason is I don't have these issues because there's no animosity. You know what I'm saying? There's no animosity anywhere. I don't have these issues. So I'm telling you how not to have these issues. If you have these issues, stop trying to get the woman to do what you want her to do. Just either you get the people involved or you fall back. Them are your only two options as a man. You get the people involved or you fall back. That's why I tell you, man, be very careful about where you put your seed at. Like, here's the thing. If you're having trouble even seeing your kid, you put your seed in the wrong woman, dog. You put your seed in the wrong woman. Like, this shouldn't happen. Like, that woman is not happy to have your kid. If a woman is happy to have your child, bro, she wants you to spend as much time with your kid as possible. Because you know what? Deep down inside, she wish y'all was in the same house. That's what she really wished deep down inside. And so anything that will thwart that, anything that will make that an impossibility, then she just avoid it. So it ain't gonna be no interference. So if you're telling me that you can't see your kid like at agreed upon times, that's a problem. If you telling me the woman don't even know you coming, you just show up, bro, you crazy. So he ain't really put no context on it. But man, you got to understand, dog. The moment you realize, man, a woman ain't who you thought she was, you got to start interacting with her differently. You got to do that. And I say, man, if you ain't getting the visitation you want, man, go to court. You got a little paper, go to court. When you go to court, some child support probably gonna come with it. But man, listen, bro, let me tell y'all something. Either you agree on an amount. It don't matter what you do for your kid. It don't matter what the extra stuff you do. You can buy everything. Pay for school, pay for private school, buy clothes, you could do whatever. Send money. It don't matter. Talk to the woman. And if you know you're not going to be with her anymore, talk to the woman and agree on a set amount that you're going to give her every month. Just agree on the amount, a fair amount, an amount that she thinks is fair. If the woman got any love for you, she ain't gonna try to break it apart. She ain't gonna try to Iman Shumpert your ass if she got any love for you. She'll never do it. So I want y'all to understand that you have to establish your boundaries in the situation. If you got to get the agreement in writing, get it in writing. Really, you don't even have to get it in writing. You know what I'm saying? If there's a consistent amount that you give her every month, and you don't give her cash. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you ain't doing no silly shit like that. But man, you gotta do what you gotta do to take control of this type of situation, man.
I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else is variables on why I can't see my son. You feel me?
I want y'all to look at these whatchamacallits, man. Let's go back. I think I skipped one. All right. So first he said, been fighting to see my son for a while now. Shout out to all the dads doing their best to be there. This is crazy. Or but you know what? Y'all men gotta understand, dog. You gotta change your outlook on the situation if you and the woman break up. And here's the thing, man. Y'all broke up while their baby was little. Bro, that woman just wanted a kid. She ain't want to be with you. She just wanted a kid. When a woman got her money straight like that, bro, she may just use you for a kid, to be honest with you. It's very possible. But let's look at these comments. First comment, coming to my house trying to tell me what you're going to do. Yeah, GTF out. All right, get the F out. Next, the baby is sick. She does not want you in her house. Okay, cool. Her image was tarnished once she got pregnant. 3 sides to a story. When the baby feels better, he'll have him. The girl don't need him hanging out at her house. I actually agree with that, man. Like, if the woman don't want you at her house like that, bro, you can't be there. That it wouldn't be an issue that I would have, but if that's the issue, bro, I mean, cool. You just gotta deal with that. All right, here goes some more comments. It's her house. See him doing your time. Okay, what you mean, see him doing your time? What is his time? All right, both parents are adults. There's 2 sides to a story, playing the victim on social media. Okay, go to court. I literally don't feel bad for you. I honestly, I have to say, I don't feel bad for the young home either. Man, go to court. Get your ass off social media. Go to court. You know what I'm saying? Let that subpoena hit her door. Then she got to go to court. That's what you do. Get the people involved. You know what I'm saying? Man, let me tell you something. You got to get out of that hood mentality where you ain't going to get the people involved. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to prison, the people involved, right? Them taxes hit the people involved, right? Somebody put their eye on you, gonna go to the hospital. You go the people involved. You just gotta understand, man. Hospital bills and all that people. So let's get out of that, man. Go get them people involved, man. I don't want to believe it, but after she freaked out, the baby was on live that one time. It's believable to me. It's almost like she forgets he is a parent here too. That happens a lot, bro. And I say this, man, and this gonna sound crazy to some people. If a woman get in my way of being a father to my child, I'm just gonna send the money we agreed on, and then I'm just gonna, man, let me tell you, I'm just gonna go have another kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go have another kid. I just start over again. You know what I'm saying? You can't fade me with no bullshit. You can't control me with nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna never be able to say, hey, you don't take care of his kid. Yeah, you ain't gonna never be able to say, I'm a grown man. Right now, at this point in life, ain't too many things you can say that I don't do that I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? There's just not too many things that I'm supposed to do. Have I always been this way? No, I was young and irresponsible just like everybody else, when I was young. You know what I'm saying? That was a level of irresponsibility. There's some things I was focusing on instead of other things. And there was some decisions I made that weren't the best decision. I'm not talking about that. You can't hold me to that. I'm a grown man. God don't hold me to my past. I ain't gonna let you hold me to it either. But I'm talking about if you're not finna play no games with me and try to control me with no kid. Look at this last comment. Well, should have married and honored the woman you made a child with. You see what I mean? It's always something to do with what the man should have done. All right, look at this right here. We knew he was going to do this. We knew he was going to portray this great dad image and later tarnish hers by making it seem like she's not giving him access to his son. We all knew it because most of us have dealt with it. I hope Hallie is very smart in the rest of her decision. Here's a woman admitting that they make bad decisions with. So why aren't women trying to hold on to the dad? Historically, it's proven that single moms raise bad kids. You know what I'm saying? So why aren't the women doing everything they can to hold on to the dad instead of pointing fingers? Here's the next one. I could have sworn I seen him make all kinds of videos with his son, with him all the time. It looks like he's upset that Hal is finally setting boundaries. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's a situation, man, where the young man don't understand how much control he doesn't have. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. You establish that control while y'all together. You establish that control before if a breakup's gonna happen, you make sure you always have control established. That way you don't have to worry about it. If a breakup happens, it don't matter. You establish control. You know what I'm saying? And a woman needs to know that, okay, if this is how you want to do it, cool. I'll just fall back and let you go. You can go get your stepdad. I'll send money, but you can go get a stepdad if that's what you want to do. Cause if you're gonna treat me like a stepdad, hell, I just go on about my business. You can get a real stepdad who's supposed to be treated like that. Having designated days and boundaries and co-parent is vital. Yeah, it is, man. Designated days is so it sounds like he just popped up, bro. And I know he ain't just popped up. You drove that far and just popped up. I think he's having a tough time establishing in his brain that things are different. You know what I'm saying? And the more time you spend apart from a woman, and you say you live far away, the more time you spend apart from a woman, it's going to change. The interaction is going to change. And you're not going to have the leeway and freedom, man, that you had with them. All right. Ninjas give you a baby, then say they don't want you no more, but still expect to have unlimited access to you and the child whenever they feel. It don't work like that. We are no longer one anymore. You see your child whenever it's your time at your house. My BD, my baby daddy would always try that, just want to pop up or think he can walk right in. No, bro, I tell you guys all the time, man, if you want the woman, don't intentionally do something that run her off. If you want to run her off, you run her off. But if you want the woman, like if you want the situation of being a two-parent household, then you make that happen. Forget anybody else. That man, listen, if you want to raise your child in a two-parent household, it ain't no woman out there, ain't no piece of cat out there that's worth ruining that if you think that's what's best for your kid. If you want that for your child, man, you make that happen for your child. You understand me? Don't worry about all this other stuff, man. Don't worry about nothing. See the homie saying now he ain't worrying about being with no girl, but shit, were you worrying about being with a girl while y'all were together? Man, you gotta do what you when you decide, man, that you're gonna step into fatherhood, brothers. I'm gonna tell y'all young brothers this so y'all won't make any mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I've made some mistakes. There's men I know that made some mistakes. I'm telling y'all young brothers this: if you want children, you better be planning to establish a relationship with the woman where y'all can raise the child together. You got to raise a child together. And the number one thing you do, man, don't let yourself slide into no emotional shit, man. I ain't finna be emotionally bonded to nothing or nobody, dog. Nobody. I can have 50 kids. I ain't finna be emotionally bonded to now one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because as they grow and get older, they go off and create their strongest emotional bonds with someone else. I'm not finna, I don't want no emotional bond like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. Do I love my sons? Yeah. But I don't want an emotional bond with them. I don't want an emotional bond with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. So it just goes to show, man, when you look at that. Now, I want y'all to watch something. I want y'all to listen to how David Banner describes this. David Banner is going to say that this pain that he's dealing with is going to make him more able to love. We're going to listen to a man who's experienced immense pain because he's from an environment where none of us is taught what love looks like. None of us is taught what respect looks like. None of us is taught what good character looks like. And so we end up in our initial relationship being with dirt daubers and people we should have never been with. But let's watch Banner right here.
Ability to love is in direct proportion to how much pain you have experienced. So the deeper and the more you've been hurt, the more capacity you have to love. But our ego makes us not want to love because we have been hurt. But actually, that's like us saying, I don't want my arm to hurt while I'm doing this extra set. Right. No, we gotta make it has to hurt.
Let me tell y'all something, man. This is a man speaking from a trauma bond mindset. I have scoured the word of the Most High for the better part of 2.5 decades, 25 or so years, and there is not one single instance where it relates love and pain. God is love. There is no pain in love because there is no pain in godliness. We are taught to embrace pain and to love pain as a coping mechanism and a defense mechanism to keep ourselves from being consumed and destroyed by that pain. And so once we make it through that pain cycle, we think it makes us better prepared to love. That has nothing to do with pain. It has something to do with learning how to decipher character. It has something to do with learning how to determine if someone is worthy of being around you. Learning if someone is worthy of your presence. Learning if someone is being deceptive and deceitful about who they are. Learning someone else's history so their character won't be a mystery. It has nothing to do with love and pain, bruh. People aren't afraid to love because they're in pain. People are afraid to love because people are bad. Like people are bad. People are low down. People are conniving. People are liars. People are deceptive.
And envy, if they knew how to treat themselves, then 9 times out of 10, they would know how to treat me. And if they knew how to treat me, they wouldn't need us.
You preaching, my brother. That's why I always say I don't judge anybody based off how God's not going to judge me based off how other people treat me. He's going to judge me based off how I treat people.
That's a bar.
Trying to compare love to lifting weights is just a terrible analogy. Those two things have nothing to do with one another. Lifting weights is a personal experience. It does involve anyone else. You know you have to work to grow. You know you have to work. You're trying to develop yourself physically. It has nothing to do with love. That's a proven principle. Progressive overload builds muscle. It's been proven. What level of muscle is determined by your genetics. But if you use the progressive overload method to lift, you will get bigger muscles and you will grow stronger. That's totally irrelevant from something emotional. The problem is, guys are still out here thinking that you can actually put a woman who has been involved with multiple men throughout her life in the wife position. Guys don't understand that energy exchange. Guys don't understand what that does to a woman's psyche. Guys don't understand what that does to a woman's body. But when you really, really think about it, bro, you cannot even, it doesn't even make sense to believe that going through pain makes you better equipped to love. Pain destroys your capacity. It destroys your capacity to give and receive love properly. You don't recover from that damage. That's why I tell you all the time, we worry about a woman's body count, but we need to worry about her emotional count. Emotional count, boy, it can never be erased. When a woman emotional count piles up, that pain, it can never be erased. You only get one time in life to give and receive unconditional love. If you get your heart broken, you can't do it again. It's a myth. It's a lie. You can't do it again. The humans don't function like that. The human psyche will not let you do the same thing again unless you're addicted to something. That's why addiction is such a strong thing, because it causes you to bypass all of your sensibilities, because that thing over there has such a pull on you that you'll go against everything you know to go and get another fix of that, to go and get another hit of that, to go and get another taste of that, to go and get another piece of that. But outside of that, no, our human makeup will not allow us to keep trying the same thing over and over again. And if we do, we won't be able to do it on the level that we did the first time. It's kind of like meeting a woman that's a virgin. Once she's not a virgin anymore, she ain't gonna never be one again. I don't care how many times you go to church and get baptized and say she's born again. It ain't gonna happen. So I want y'all to understand, bro, it's a tough thing out here, and we continue to live and we continue to look at it, man. You know what I'm saying?